Hey there guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, and today I'm doing something a bit different. I don't normally do Nintendo Direct reactions, or I don't really do a lot of other reactions aside from the shows that I normally do, but today is a special day. Today is the Mario movie day. We all knew this was coming. We've got a trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah, actually, I'm going to make that full screen so you don't go looking around at the other stuff I've got on my browser, but that's okay. It's nothing too terrible. Anyway, but today is Mario Day. We are finally going to listen to Chris Pratt as Mario, and Charlie Day as Luigi, and Jack Black as Donkey Kong, or as Bowser. I'm already mixing things up. Hopefully we get to see all the characters that were announced in that beautiful announcement back in 2021. I'm excited for this. I've still got a little bit though, but I'll just cut ahead to when it starts. And yeah, I'm excited. I had to do this because I had to film my first reaction to listening to Chris Pratt as Mario, just to see how terrible it's all going to be. So sit back and enjoy, and we will cut ahead to when the direct starts. So, see you guys there. Can I just say, by the way, real quick, I'm still waiting. I'm pretty sure I've got like 20 minutes before this starts. This Toad's mouth right here is disturbing. And I think I saw another picture of Mario, and his mouth is very similar, like in the shape. And if that's going to happen, we're already in for a shit show. And that sounds weird, but just for some reason their mouths are disturbing. So I just want like the simple like video game animations, but we'll see. We still got to see what the graphics are going to be like in this, which is weird to say, but hell, it's a Mario movie, so we'll find out. I maybe didn't think this through. I just want to say real quick, sitting here in the time before it actually starts, my fingers are starting to freeze. That's when you know I'm nervous. When my fingers get cold, it means I'm nervous. I've really waited here way too long. There's so many people putting the One Piece is real. With the occasional Wolta. Alright, no more chat. I'm ready. I'm not ready. You know, they probably should have called this the new Super Mario Brothers movie. Because there is a Super Mario Brothers movie. One of these days, they're gonna start. 300,000, nearly 400,000 people are watching this right now. Oh, one more minute. Come on. Oh god. Here we go, folks. It's time. Freaking finally. I waited way too long. Started that way too early. Alright, here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hello.
As we previously mentioned, in today's Nintendo Direct, we'll reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie
Oh
for the
dear
very
God.
first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con.
Oh no.
Hello, New York Comic Con.
God, imagine
It's been nearly
the
40
audience
years
reaction
since the
to
original
that.
Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today, lots of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much. Finally, the world of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie.
Yeah.
We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters and world.
Oh dear God! And you settled on
Now,
Chris Pratt?
I'd like to hear from Chris-san, my good friend and great partner for the movie.
Okay.
Let's bring him in. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. I am speaking on
look at this
behalf of
guy.
our directors, Michael Jelinek, Aaron Horvath, and the entire Illumination crew of artists. When I tell
This guy
you
seems like a
that
good
producing
Chris.
the Super Mario
We'll add
Brothers
him to the
movie
list
with
of good
you
Chris's.
and your team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege. Our crew is filled with Mario fanatics, and they're bringing the very best of their talent to this film every day.
I really hope so. I hope it's
Next
a
week, we
decent
complete
movie.
animation.
But
We're knee-deep into lighting and compositing.
you're not
Composer
done?
Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11 days. He's been working hand-in-hand with Koji Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into the
I
film
kind of thought they'd
score.
be close to done. Oh, what do I know about
Miyamoto-san,
production?
it's been over 7 years since we first started talking about making this movie together. And it is thrilling to finally be here to show the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Oh, the cast.
Okay, Chris-san. Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
Oh no.
Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun movie.
Oh no.
Are you ready?
Oh no.
Growing up,
Oh no.
man, I spent hours of my
It's
life
him!
solving Koopas in the original Mario Brothers arcade game at my local laundromat. And then, of course, it
Dude,
came
what
out on
camera
Nintendo,
are you
and I
using?
played that. I mean,
Like,
maybe
you
years
don't
of my
look
life.
great, but the blurring
It's
is ridiculous.
An honor, truly, to be able to speak to the man who created those memories for me.
Or maybe they're just blurring out the
It's
rest of
an
his
honor to work
house.
alongside him. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario.
Has it?
That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge. As in the film, I must face off against an utterly ruthless
Oh god.
scene stealer.
Please tell me we're gonna cut to
hero
Jack
needs a
Black.
diabolical enemy, and I promise you, I could not have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great and hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Oh
Thank
shit!
you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun. It's
Yes!
time for us to make this moment all about me.
Yeah!
While you've been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on.
Honestly,
This flowing mane
even
doesn't
though we all
disappear
laughed at
overnight.
Jack Black,
Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn
this
how to
is
breathe
perfect.
fire?
I'm ready for
I had to
this.
go learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Ah,
And all this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud.
only Jack
to
Black
have
would
been able to
reference
collaborate
Gene
with
Simmons
you
in a Mario
and
trailer.
Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire Nintendo and Illumination team on this cinematic experience. One that will make its mark on Mario fandom forever.
Oh,
Much
it
love.
already has.
Peace out.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san. All right then. Thank you all for waiting.
Oh no.
Let's press the start button.
Here we go. Alright, it looks good already. Jeez. Oh boy. Where the hell is here anyway?
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Okay. Oh shit.
Open the gates!
Alright. I can work with that.
Attack!
my god, please tell me he just burns them all.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not.
Ugh. You know what? I can work with his voice. Jesus! Oh, man. That's pretty strong.
I found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, he looks too real. Oh, I don't like his face.
What is this place?
Oh, no.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Oh, no. Oh, that's just it? That's all we got for Luigi. All right.
I want to thank all of you for being part of this moment with us. And
Well,
we're
that
excited
could have
to
been a
share
lot
even more
worse.
footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to it too. What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Oh, God only knows.
Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches. I hope you're looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters. You'll get to see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen. Look closely and you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for
Oh,
today.
no, man. I think I'll stream
We'll
it.
see you next spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
That's it? I mean, what else could there be? We're just done. That's it. Go home. Go home, folks. We're done. Let me look at the chat real quick. Chat's going nuts. Alright. I don't think there's gonna be anything else, so... Well, folks, we were here. We were here. Do you remember where you were when you first heard Chris Pratt as Mario? I was right here in my room, sporting a different video game franchise on my shirt. Cold, because my fingers froze over from how nervous I was. Yep, that was it. Alright, folks. Let's take a look at this trailer. First off, and I'm going to cut the volume on this. First off, if this is the one really nice thing I can say, really nice. Well, okay, we'll say a couple nice things, obviously, because I do have some. This actually turned out better than I thought it would be. Illumination. I'm not a fan of. I guess maybe I can't even say I'm not a fan of Minions. They're just kind of annoying. I haven't seen any of the movies, so I don't really know. The only other Illumination movies I've ever seen, first is Despicable Me, but that was a long time ago. The other one I watched was The Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. And the thing that this has in common with that, it is a good-looking movie. I have to give that. This, with the color and everything, it looks really good. That's what I will give Illumination. So, alright, we got Bowser with his big ass, like, it looks like he's bringing the kingdom, you know? He's not even bringing, like, his airship. He's just bringing the kingdom down on these poor penguins. But that's kind of cool. Alright, hang on. We have got to listen to the audio on this, so...
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Okay. So, Isn't it like Kevin Michael Richardson as a Kamek? That's not bad. That's not bad. Going for a more like the elderly sort of Jewish New Yorker accent. All right, yeah, here's the king of the Koopas, you know. But that was all right. I mean, again, just the visuals. The visuals look really good. Like, I'm down for that. And then let's just skip ahead to.
Do you yield? I do not.
All right, that's our first listen as Jack Black as Bowser. He's really good. That's really, really good. That sounds fun. That sounds like he took notes from every villain from Kung Fu Panda and adapted that to his voice, you know? Because Jack Black, I mean, that's the one thing, like, everybody laughed at Jack Black as Bowser, you know? But it's one of the few casting decisions they made that made sense, you know? Like, that, I mean, even if it's not, you know, what you would completely always expect out of Bowser, you know Jack Black is going to have fun, you know? Every performance that he gives is fun, you know? So we're going to have a good time. So let's listen to that just one more time.
I do not.
And I like that it's not just the Jack Black. Like, he is putting on a little bit more of a oh, I do not, you know? He's putting on a bit more of a voice, you know? So that was really good. And we'll turn this down a bit. I love just this destructive power that Bowser has. Like, that's really, really good. But yeah, seeing him and all the Koopas, and they're just burning the crap out of this place. Oh, it's great.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
You know, honestly, it almost sounds... I mean, it sounds a lot like the voice they had in Mario Sunshine, you know? Because they had voices in Mario Sunshine for some weird reason. But yeah, it kind of sounds like that. It's pretty good. I guess I can turn that back up a bit. So let me listen to that again. So, and also, that's an interesting thing that he went there and got the Power Star. So this, I guess, is going to be a bit more of a take on Mario 64. Or it's just a Mario thing, and they also just have Power Stars like Mario 64. It's entirely possible that that's it.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Oh. Alright, here's our first look, and if I'm correct, that is, you can see here, because I've got the mouse cursor on, he definitely still has the brown hair, but the black mustache. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Because where Bowser, I mean, Bowser just looks like Bowser, you know? That's fine. This looks like Lightyear, you know? And you had to get used to Lightyear a little bit. It's not exactly, you know, the toy. But this, I mean, honestly, just because of the more realistic, you know, skin tone, and you've got the hat, he looks like, was it Fix-It Felix, you know? And Fix-It Felix, I'm sure, you know, is, I mean, yeah, he, to an extent, he is based on Mario. That's the whole point. But this, it's just a little too realistic for how close Bowser and Kamek and the Koopas were. Mario's a little too realistic, you know? But let's listen to his voice for a little bit. But again, the world looks really good, you know?
What is this place?
Okay. Alright, let's talk about Chris Pratt. He at least sounds like he's trying. And I guess you can, you know, whatever problems you have with Chris Pratt, he tries. But I mean, like, the last time I heard his voice in something in particular was Onward. It was that movie with Tom Holland. And he sounded like Chris Pratt, you know? Honestly, this, even though he's trying a little bit, but he's not doing the accent. He's not like, it's me, I'm Mario, you know? He's not doing any of that. He's just going for it. Which, to be fair, you know, you have, you know, Lou Albano and you had Bob Hoskins, and they both, you know, they didn't do any sort of voice like that. It sounds like he's doing maybe a hint of an accent. Let me hear it.
What is this place?
No, he's not. He's absolutely not doing any sort of an accent. If they had gone for the more sort of New Yorker accent, I think you could have gotten away with it a bit more, you know? Sort of the, you know, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you know? Alright, Luigi, we gotta go do this thing, you know? Like, that sort of thing. Because then, at the very least, while it's not, you know, it's not Charles Martinet, it's still a distinct enough voice that it could have worked, you know? But he's not trying. He's not doing that whatsoever. He's just... I mean, he wants to give a good performance, but it's also Chris Pratt. It's also Chris Pratt. Now, the next character we have here is Toad, played by Keegan-Michael Key. Let's listen to that again, because that one was interesting.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Okay. I could get behind that. It's not the normal Toad voice, but I think that's for the better. It's just a more sort of comedic voice. It's not quite the, you know, hello, you know, but it's different. It's not just, I mean, it's obvious Key is doing a lot more than Chris Pratt is, so there is at least that. We can get behind that. I'll be curious if he voices like any other Toads, you know, but we'll have to see. But again, even just like right here looking at Mario just in full view, yeah, it's weird. It's weird that his face is like it's like a bit more detailed than it should be. Like, again, you know, a bit closer to like Lightyear, when they made that it's like, you know, it's not the toy, it's the man, and so we put a bit more detail on him. You know, we give him like actual eyes and stuff like that. And you get a bit of that here, and then you get the rest of Mario's dumpy little body, and it's like, well, then what? Why'd you do that? You know, you could have. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not going to be too distracting. I mean, for God's sake, I sat through Alita, and her eyes didn't bother me. So if you can get through like the CG of Alita, you can get through any sort of weird fucking design, you know. So it's kind of weird. It's honestly because of the eyes, it's a little too close to Fix-It Felix for me. But is it going to be that this, you know, sort of off design plus Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt, is that going to be too distracting? We'll have to see. You know, I might, because I said, you know, when Miyamoto was like, "Oh, we'll see you in theaters," you know, and I joked like, "Oh, well, I'll watch it on streaming or something. Maybe we could react to it, you know? That could be interesting. Maybe me and Dad will react to it. That'll be kind of interesting." But yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
It sounds too much like Chris Pratt. It sounds too much like Chris Pratt, and you know, it's one of those things like I suppose anyone would have been put through that, you know, because Charles Martinet's voice is so distinctive that anybody who did that, you know, probably would have it probably would have been very difficult to do. But it sounds too much like Chris Pratt. And I think we can spot a good difference between Chris Pratt as Mario and Jack Black as Bowser. Bowser, while not being exactly what you would expect, you know, not exactly what you would go for maybe, he's really trying. He's putting on a different voice. He's having fun. He's being, you know, sort of menacing, this sort of evil villain and stuff. But at the same time, even though it's not 100% maybe what you would expect or 100% accurate to, you know, anything in the video games, he's really trying. He's making that voice his own. Chris Pratt, on the other hand, he's definitely making another Onward. He's just like, oh, I've got this voice, cool, I'll go do my voice for my voice acting roles, And there are actors who do voices, who also do some voice acting stuff, who are really good at that, who can make it such a distinct voice, Chris Pratt is not one of them. And the other part of that, because it's not just like, oh, he's doing the same voice that he did in Onward that he's now doing in the Mario movie, because we also have to remember he got cast as Garfield. So when that trailer comes around, we have to listen to the exact same voice coming out of Garfield that we just listened to come out of Mario, Whereas everyone, like, at the very least, like, now the Penguin, I don't know who voiced the Penguin, the Penguin King there, but he was alright. But Bowser was very good, Kamek was very good, like, they're doing voices, they're doing characters. Toad was, that was pretty good. Again, if you're not going to be 100% accurate, and especially for Toad, you probably shouldn't be, doing something good and memorable, yes, do that. In fact, let's listen to what little bit we get of Charlie Day as Luigi. No. All right. Only in theaters April 7th. All right. No, we didn't get much from that. We just got some grunts, basically. But that was all right. That was okay, That was all right. I could see that being a sort of Luigi voice. And again, if you put the accent on, because even just putting on an accent, even if it's maybe not an Italian accent, maybe if you go more for a New Yorker accent, that is still a level of changing it up a bit. Chris Pratt is not doing that. So if Charlie Day does that, then that'll be something. Now I'm not familiar with Charlie Day too much. I know he's in Always Sunny, but I've never seen that. I don't know, maybe I could react to that someday. I don't know. I hear It's Always Sunny is really good, so but I'm not too familiar with Charlie Day, but from what I've seen, people are really excited about him as Luigi too. So but you really should put on that accent, because you're voicing a cartoon, Put on a voice when you voice a cartoon, And especially in this movie, they are cartoons. Put on a voice, So, let's get a quick look at him. Where's the frame buttons? Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. There's Luigi. I mean, Luigi is basically about the same. Where are the other buttons? This will take me a sec. 1 second. Sorry, I gotta... Oh, okay. I see the problem. So fast. Yeah, Luigi looks about the same. Pretty much any complaint I would have had about Mario's design, I'm going to carry over to here. I'll be very curious what Princess Peach looks like, But yeah, that was definitely something. We were here. Where were you when the Mario trailer dropped? Here, let me turn the display capture off. Yeah, where were you when the Mario trailer dropped? I was right here on YouTube, so there we go. There we go. This is why I don't show parts of my room that aren't at my normal desk. So yeah, that was interesting. I mean, we didn't get a lot from that. But I'll be curious to get more. And you know what? I think we're definitely due for a Mario movie reaction, definitely, because oh boy, this I think we've only scratched the surface of this. But yeah, but it wasn't a total train wreck. We got some good stuff out of it. The visuals, apart from Mario and Luigi's designs, the visuals are really good. Jack Black as Bowser, he's killing it. Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek and Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. Really, really solid. I look forward to hearing the rest of the cast and hearing where those Charles Martinet cameos come in. But yeah, that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for every single reaction-ish, kinda, that I've ever done if you want to go watch some other stuff. They're kind of old, but whatever. And another video on screen if you want to go click to that. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.